Salvador Elementary is an arts magnet school that uses the Leonard Bernstein Artful Learning Framework for the integration of the arts with core curriculum. You can learn more about artful learning on the internet, but in our situation, it means that we partner with each teacher to create drama and puppetry curriculum based on core material.
The way it typically works is we will have several meetings with a teacher that we will be working with in the upcoming trimester. We will discuss the topics that they will be teaching, and together we will consider which ones might inspire a drama approach. In the past, this has included literature, social studies, science, as well as general growth and self-understanding.
After settling on our goal, for example, a play revolving around the California Gold Rush, we then set a 12 to 14 week timeline of activities that builds to get us to our end performance. We generally meet once a week for an hour in whatever room is available for us. We use puppets and dramatic play to develop the theme and learning.
An example of how this works is this project with transitional kinders and special needs. We used the Raffi version of Goodnight Irene, Foxes Sleep in the Forest, etc., as a song we played and they sang, and children painted their set and used puppets to act out the lyrics as they sang.
We led dramatic play revolving around belonging to a group. Puppets would come out and greet each other and ask, "Are you my family?" and then sort themselves into family groups. Some students improvised and agreed to be friends, creating new and unexpected but friendly alliances.
With kinders, we used Sendak's Where the Wild Things Are as our jumping-off place. Students made Wild Thing puppets and created 8 Wild Thing islands using torn paper collage. They then developed a unique theme for each island, with such names as the Singing Island, the Swimming Island, the Joke Island.
As Max sailed from island to island, the Wild Thing Islanders shared their gifts, singing, swimming instructions, jokes, dancing, etc. As we moved into performance mode, we used the bilingual folk song Somos el Barco, We Are the Boat, We Are the Sea, to add a live music element to our performance night presentation.
A 5th grade project on water conservation and the drought involved the creation of video news stories using simple puppets and researched facts. Students working in our groups took an assigned news story, wrote scripts, learned about close-ups and long shots, and created storyboards for their videos.
The videos were shot on an iPad with a $4 green screen app and a green screen and tripod system bought from Amazon for $30. This allowed the puppets to appear to be in real locations, created either with photos or short video clips that were added during the green screen editing.
Here, 4th graders got a chance to sing, dance, and act as 49ers. They sang period songs and created percussive patterns with musical mops, while a ship rigging transparency on an overhead projector showed that they were sailing.
We used historic lists of what to bring in a covered wagon. In classroom drama, we explored packing and the vast amounts of supplies needed. Here, parents read out the list while items are passed across the stage hand to hand. We have to keep lots of kids busy, then reappear as shadow images filling the on-screen wagon.
Here the screen is used again to show the wagon shadow puppet crossing a background of a map of the westward migration. Students in front of the screen walked while rhythmically tapping their sticks on the floor to their singing. Did I say tapping? We had to put foam pads on the sticks to dampen student enthusiasm.
In our study of biomes and animal adaptation, we created a shadow puppet fantasy where animals were planning their vacations to a different biome from the one where they lived. Students had to understand what adaptations allowed their animals to survive in its own environment and what it would need to survive elsewhere.
The setup was that the animals would be visiting the Animal Outfitters shop, and there they would purchase such things as furry coats, oxygen tanks, snowshoes, sunscreen, and other important survival gear. Here we see one student's creative sketches in prep for her animal's visit to the shop.
Students explored light and shadow in various ways in preparation for their use of shadow puppets for the show. Here they used their own bodies to work together to form shadow animals. We also explored different light sources, reflections, patterns, and translucent shadows.
For our final production, we used transparency images representing the biomes on an overhead projector to serve as background and set for our animals. In choosing such backgrounds, we took into account scale as best we could, and also looked for images that had light-colored lower parts to show off the puppets the best.
Swimming was a project that we did with kindergartners and transitional kinders. We used the Leo Leone book as inspiration and started our project by exploring the actual book as well as finger painting and tearing of paper and other techniques that he used in the book art.
In the story, a little black fish's family is eaten by a big fish, leaving him all alone. He explores the ocean world and then allies himself with a school of redfish and teaches them how to form themselves into the shape of a large fish, with himself as the eye for protection.
We made block prints of red fish, with one black to be swimming, that were cut out and mounted to be puppets. The children were not tall nor coordinated enough to successfully form a fish shape with their individual puppets, so we made large cardboard fish shapes that they stamped the block prints onto to form the big fish.
In our work at Salvador, we began with mostly puppets, but have now expanded into all kinds of dramatic media as we adapt to the needs of the students, the teaching staff, and the school. These productions are all informed by our history with puppets and with being children's performers for decades, but new directions are always exciting and welcome.